welcome everyone. So I'm here today with my business partner, Tim Stearns, who also is the founder, owner of TJ Stearns. And today, what we want to do is offer out uh, a behind the curtain scene of what goes on in a top producer's um, world, what a day looks like. And so we are inviting you to a workshop in the Chicagoland area where we're going to really peel back the curtains of Tim's practice, and you're going to get a view of everything on what happens, from a day to day basis. We'll walk you through the workshop. So I'm going to hand this over to Tim, but really excited about offering this out to advisors. And obviously, there's limited space, so we want you to, book a calendar event on advisorrescue.net to get to understand exactly what we're doing. But we wanted to offer this out, so I'm going to turn this over to Tim to tell you a little bit about his practice. He's hugely successful, and to have an opportunity to see what the top of the top producers are doing is really invaluable.
Well, I mean, the one thing I want to make sure people understand is that we're not just talking the talk, we're walking the walk, right? And we have done every different marketing idea I've ever seen. I've tried it all, and let's not waste our money. We're going to show these people what works, what doesn't work. We'll tell them that they won't go through the exercise and waste money like we've done, and just show them what it takes. And like when you're starting out, you are. Oh, I don't know. I was in my basement, with three little kids in a house in one bedroom, and then Jen and I in the other bedroom, two bedroom house, and now I've done better. And that's the problem that a lot of us have is we don't see the future, and you got to see yourself in the future, how you want to do things.
Right, yeah, and so let's walk through. So because you weren't always 30 million plus in annuity premiums,
Oh,
you didn't always have 120 plus, 30 plus
yeah.
million of assets under management. I mean, this was a shift to the AUM that you only made a few years ago. You were like just about every other advisor who had their Series 7 and
Yeah.
24 and all the other
Yeah.
licenses, and you made that shift, and so first, let's talk about that shift a little bit here. What happens and how did that go through? Because I know you struggled with that, when we
Well, I didn't wanna do AUM, but you had to think of it as the long game, and now I'm very happy every month when I get that payment. It's like having a salary,
right,
which back in the day, January 1st, I didn't have a salary. I had to start over from scratch.
right.
So that's kinda how I look at it, is that I've built up a salary for myself, and it's easier to pay everybody, but you gotta start from somewhere. And the thing that we'll do with people is show them, if you're doing 5,000,000, get you to 10. It's not that hard to do that. And a lot of people are, these other FMOs would come at us and be like, "Oh, I have 4 TV shows and 8 radio stations I'm doing." And like, what are you bringing to the bottom line?
Right.
What is your ROI, return on investment?
That's
And
key.
they sit there and look at you blankly like, "Well, I don't even know that, but it's not as much as it should be probably because they're throwing everything at the wall to see what sticks." What we do is we do podcasts at work, which, we can show them how to do that. We can show them how to get onto the radio, right? Which, was a daunting task for me. I
Yeah.
was afraid to do it. Now I can't imagine not doing it.
Right, right.
And then, the last thing would be is how to ask for referrals. Keeping those plates in the air so you have marketing all the time.
Yeah. And so the key here is we're going to peel back this curtain. Tim's going to open up his shop and say, "This is how we do our workshop," and walk you through the workshop. And then this is what first appointment looks like. This is what second appointment looks like. And this is what third appointment looks like. So that you can understand, hey, this is what it takes to go from 5 to 10. So many times, like you said, people were like, "Oh, let's get you to 30, right?" Well, there's a budgeting piece that you gotta do, right? You
Right.
can't just, "Oh, I'm gonna go from 5 to 30."
Right.
That's not realistic.
So you got to walk before you run, and we have time tested material to show them. We have the PowerPoints already done, and we did them before AI was a thing.
Yeah.
So, and we refine it, and let's talk about the two seminars that I am doing right now that are working really. taxes and retirement, that gets every person, regardless of affiliation. No one wants to get to the point where they're paying more than their fair share of taxes. We get people in droves for that. I draw at least 40 people for that every
Wow.
time. That's one of them. And then I also do the retirement class, cover everything, you know, besides taxes. Taxes is a part of it, other things. But the bottom line is that's how we, walk before we run. And that's easy to do. We have the companies that will help you do the marketing to get butts in the seats. That's what we really care about. And
Right.
qualified people.
That's right. And the qualified people too.
Exactly.
And I think that's the big differentiator here is we hear all the time, what do you got for lead systems? Listen, they don't work. We've tried them out. One
Oh
of the
yeah.
things we do at Advisor Rescue is we go try out the lead systems that we're
Absolutely.
getting hit on and vet them. And so far, we haven't found one lead system that works. What we do know that works is your systems where you're getting the people that come into here out of taxes and retirement, for example, and then what happens after that. So how do you open that class, the presentation that you have access to, and then how to close that class and get those appointments, and then what happens in appointment one, appointment two, so on and so forth.
Right. And you can see exactly what we do right in real time and figure out that maybe that is something I can try. And the PowerPoints are already done. We can show them everything. Uh, I think that's important to see someone who's done it before because everyone else who talks about it is in theory. I'll use your professor analogy, which is so true. How many times when you were in college did you have a professor who was talking about something, you got out in the real world and you're like, that guy had no idea what was really going on because he was
Yes,
so
so
far removed from the real world.
right,
We're doing it daily.
right.
So, we're going to show you the right way and talk to you about the wrong way. We have all kinds of material to show.
Yeah. So listen, if you're an advisor and you're looking to grow your practice in 2026, we are offering out to you an opportunity to come and visit Tim's practice. He's opening up he's opening up the coffers. He's showing you everything from scoop to nuts, from A to Z on how to grow your practice the right way in the way that fits you, where you're getting a good ROI. And we really stress the ROI piece. So um, make sure that you book a calendar event on advisorrescue.net. That's advisorrescue.net. We'll walk you through how um, this opportunity is going to look and when it is, and see if it's a fit for you. So don't forget advisorrescue.net.